Welcome here to the Father Field Memorial Baseball game here today with the South Thomas team taking on the Lutheran South Pioneers. We're just starting here today. First pitch is a strike. Beautiful afternoon here in Houston, Texas. Here's the second pitch. It's going to hit him in the head. Oh, and he went down. So we're going to just take a quick break here for a second. That pitch hit the batter right in the head. He's going to go to the bench here. So welcome here today. It's 80-degree day here in Houston, Texas. And we're just going to a quick break here. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network. And we're going to stay right here. So coming up to bat is the outfielder Bryson Gilbert, right-handed batter. He's coming to the plate. So the pitcher today for the St. Thomas team is a left-hander. First pitch, outside, ball one. So we got the lineups in here a little bit late, trying to get the information all in here for us this afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Just on the outside. So runner at first base. No outs. Count is 1-1. Here's a pitch down low. Be 2-1. 2-1 count coming into the batter's box now is Gilbert. Steps in, waiting for the pitch. They're going to throw it to first base. He's back safely. Kemps 2 is there at first base, no problem. There's a pitch. Base hit. Hit up to second base. Going to turn to short, to first, but too high, and he's going to be safe at first on a fielder's choice. But to get the runner out at second base. So one out. So coming to the plate is Jalen Walker, right-handed batter. Man on first, one out, no score. Shade is at home plate. Pitcher is in the sun. Throws over to first base, gets back safely. There comes the pitch. Foul back. 0-1. Nice afternoon here at this ballpark, the Father Wilson Field. This is the 40th year of this tournament. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. They're going to throw back to first base. So keeping them close. Oh, 1 count, looking in for the sign. Back over to first base. Throw. Oh, 1 count. Now we're going to call time at the plate. 0-1 count. Looking in. Here's the pitch. Out the outside, goes all the way to the backstop, and he's going to get all the way to first base. So runner now at second base. One and one count. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. So 1-2. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network for this afternoon ball game here. Beautiful afternoon. 83 degrees. A little bit of a wind out to right field. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. So we're going to go it again. 1-2. One out. Runner on second base. Looking in for the sign. 1-2 pitch coming. He sets, looks back to second. Here comes the left-hander's pitch. Bounces ball to second base. Gets it, throws a first base, high pitch, catch, and he's safe. He's out. But the runner moves to third.
First baseman, number 15, Troy Gonzalez.
So the first baseman, Troy Gonzalez, coming to the plate. So the umpires are having a quick conversation to see if he was safe at first base there or not. They're saying he is. So he's standing on first base. They're saying he's out. So it's going to be 2 outs. So Troy Gonzalez to the plate, right-handed batter, looking in, waiting for the pitch. Here's the pitch, low, 1-0. Keegan Reed, a left-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. So 1-1, 2 outs. Runner on third. Looking into the sign. In his set. Here's the pitch. On the outside. 2-1. Two and one, 2 outs, runner on third. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3-1. Here's the pitch. 3-1 count. Hit to the shortstop, fields it, throws to first base, gets him, and retires the side, and that's the end of the first, top of the first. No score here. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
All right, bottom of the first inning here, the St. Thomas team is coming to bat. They have here for today's game their starting lineup: Braxton Mandela, Chris Fuentes, Henry Beck, Jackson Riles batting fourth, batting fifth, Jay Marcantel, batting sixth, Trip Marion, batting seventh, William Bryant, batting eighth, Patrick Fowler, batting ninth, Tyler Fidlone. So welcome to Father Wilson Field. Afternoon ball game here on Friday. Didn't see who the starting pitcher was here for today's game for the Lutheran South Pioneer baseball team. Trying to see what number he is so I can fix that here for us. Beautiful afternoon here for afternoon baseball. So on the field here, down the left field line, 310. Left center, 365. Dead center, 375. Right center, 360. And to the right field line, 315. There's a wall in left field from left to left center that is 16 feet tall. So we're about to start here. The bottom of the first. No score here in this game today. In this Father Wilson tournament that is a 40-year-old tournament. And there's a pool play where they play a few different games here. Games will be here tomorrow afternoon as well. We'll have games at 12:30 and 3 o'clock here on the Legacy Sports Network. So pitching for the Lutheran South Pioneers is Bryce Haddock. He's a right-handed batter, or right-handed pitcher. Braxton Mandela, he's coming to the plate to bat. He's a left-hander. No score here. Pitcher is in the sun. Batter's in the shade. Here's the first pitch. Down low. Ball goes all the way back to the backstop. Father Wilson Field, this team, the St. Thomas team, has won 25 state championships. Their last championship was in 2017. Marcus Cantu, he's a table setter at the top. He's got a great glove. He's a great contact hitter. Watch for him to get on base. He can create havoc as well. Here's the second pitch. High. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Here comes the pitch. Bounces it to first. It's going to pitch it over to the pitcher. Barely gets him out. So one down. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Chris Fuentes. Chris Fuentes is a right-handed batter. Braxton Mandela coming off the field. The dugouts for the St. Thomas team is the third base side, and for the Lutheran South Pioneers is on the right field side. Here's the first pitch. Just outside. Ball one. 1-0. Fuentes puts his right foot in. Here's his second pitch coming. Hit up right up the middle and gets through for a base hit. Nice hit there by Fuentes. And he's on first. So coming to the plate, first baseman Henry Beck, the senior, right-handed batter. So he's looking down to the third base coach, getting his play calls, signs coming in. Looking in for the sign. Man on first. Here's the first pitch. Outside. Oh, they're going to call that a strike. Looked like that was outside. 0-1. Beck standing in, ready to go. He's close to the plate. Here's the second pitch. It's a curveball. Fouls it off. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, 1 out. Looking in for the sign. Throw back over to first. It was close, but he's safe. So the pitcher here, he's standing all the way to the rubber on the left side. He's set. Looking in. Back over to first. And that time they get him. Nice job. Picked him off there on first base, and that is 2 outs. So Beck, 0-2 count, 2 outs, no runners on. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1-2. Looking in. Here we go. Here comes the pitch. Pops it straight up in the air to the third baseman. Looking under it. Uses 2 hands, and he is out. And that is this 3rd out of the inning. No score. We're coming back here for the top of the 2nd. We'll be back here from Father Wilson Field here in just a moment on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
All right, coming back here to the top of the 2nd inning. No score here so far in this game today. Father Wilson Field located right here in the heart of Houston. This baseball field has been here now for 3 years. Brand new baseball field. Very well manicured. For a high school baseball field, this is a very nice ballpark. So Keegan Reed retired the first 3 batters of the game. No score here.
Leading off the top of the 2nd inning, catcher number 50, Landon Victorian.
So Landon Victorian coming to the plate, right-handed batter. Keegan Reed, left-handed pitcher, looking in. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1-0. Landon is a junior. Waiting for a pitch from Reed. Here's a windup in the pitch. Outside. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Pops it up. Out of play. So 2-1. Nice little crowd here today at the Father Wilson Field. 2-1 pitch coming. Here it is. Outside. 3-1. No score here. Looking in, Reed's looking into the pitch. Here it comes. Hits it straight up the middle to center field and caught by Marcantel. Nice catch there by Marcantel. So Reed, he's retired the first four batters now. No score.
Number 9, Wyatt Powell.
So Wyatt Powell coming to the plate. He's a right-handed batter, a senior. Reed in the windup. Here's his pitch. Outside. Ball one. 1-0. So Reed doing much better here in the second inning after that first inning where he hit a first batter of the game. Pitches outside, 2-0. His control's been not too shabby, except for now he's at 2-0 on this pitch, on this batter of Wyatt Powell. Here comes the pitch. Outside, 3-0. I make that comment, now he's throwing everything outside. Taking a breather for a moment, steps off the mound. Now he's back on the rubber. 3-0 count. Nobody on base, no outs. Still looking in. Powell now calls time. Now we're set, ready to go. Here's the pitch by Reed. 3-0 pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Powell thought that was a ball, but the ball went right down the middle. So 3-0. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. So now full count. 1 out. Top of the second inning. No score. Reed looking in for the sign from Bryant, the catcher. Here comes the pitch. Outside, and he walks him. So Powell goes to first base, put a runner on with 1 out.
Shortstop, number 23, Richard Jones Jr.
So Richard Jones Jr., the shortstop, coming to the plate. The sophomore. It's going to be a right-handed batter. Sweeping the box. He's going to put his right foot all the way to the back of the line. Pretty close to the plate as well. So runner on first base with a little bit of a lead. Reed. Here's the pitch. He's outside. Quick snap throw down to first base, but Powell is back. So 1-0 count. Reed in the windup. Here's his pitch. Outside, 2-0. Reed has kind of lost a little bit of control here in the top of the second inning. Two balls, no strikes. 1 out. Runner on first. Richard Jones Jr., the sophomore at the plate. Right-handed batter. Reed looking in. Throws over to first base. Powell is back easily. Reed looking in the sign to Bryant, his catcher. He's set. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3-0 now on Richard Jones Jr., the sophomore. Powell at first base. 1 out. Reed, here's a pitch. Curveball is low, and he walks him. 2 walks in a row. So you got runners on first and second Wyatt Powell at second.
Third baseman, number 14, Bryce Sims.
Richards Jones Jr. at first base, and now Bryce Sims, the second baseman, senior, coming to the plate, a right-handed batter. 1 out. St. Thomas in double play position. Shortstop coming close to second base. Now he goes back into his position. Here's a pitch by Reed. Low. Reed is struggling here in the top of the second. He's thrown 16 pitches this inning already. Now we're going to take a timeout. Pitching coach is going to walk out onto the field. One and 0 count here at the moment. 1 out. Runners on first and second. So this ballpark's got a couple names that have been retired here. You have in the right field side, you have number 23 retired in honor of Calvin Biggio, the son of Hall of Famer Craig Biggio. Calvin was a multi-sport star here at St. Thomas for baseball and football, went on to play at Notre Dame and has had a solid MLB career with the Toronto Blue Jays. He's a versatile infielder, outfielder with power and speed, and the retirement celebrated his path from the Eagles to being a pro. So pitching coach is left. Reed is ready to go. Runners on first and second. 1-0 count here to Bryce Sims, the senior right-handed batter. Reed in the windup. Here's the pitch. Base hit to right field. Gets it in. They're going to throw it in quickly. Great throw in fast. And a base hit. And we got runners all over the on all three bases now. First, second, and third. Bryce Haydock coming to the plate. The junior. Bases loaded. 1 out. Bryce Haydock is a junior. Right foot is all the way back at the back of the box. Here's a pitch by Reed. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Reed has not been ahead of too many batters here in the top of the second inning. He's looking in. Here's his pitch. Outside. Haydock thought about swinging, but he held up. So 1-1. Bases loaded. No score. 1 out. Shadow is in between home plate and the pitcher. Reed's got the sign. Here's his southpaw pitch. And Haddock pops it up to the right side. And they misplays it. Ball goes all the way to the back. It comes in, and we're going to score, and we're coming around third. We're going to slide, and we come in, and we clear the bases for a 3-run hit.
Now batting, shortstop, number 1, Marcus Cantu.
So that takes the score here now, 3-0 here in the top of the second inning. Now with a runner on first base, Marcus Cantu coming to the plate. He got hit in the first inning in the head, but stayed in the game. He's a left-handed batter. So 1 out, 3-0 lead here for the Lutheran South Pioneers. Haddock with a double that cleared the bases. There's the pitch right up the middle to the second baseman. Juggles it, gets it, picks it up, throws it first. Got him.
Outfielder, number 2, Bryson Gilbert.
So Bryson Gilbert coming to the plate. Haddock went to third base. And he gets the first pitch strike. So 2 outs, 0-1 count. Bryson Gilbert, the left fielder, the right-handed batter at the plate. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball, 1-1. So Haddock at third. Gilbert at the plate. 1-1 pitch by Reed. Base hit to left field. That's going to bring in Haddock. He's going to keep on going. Rounds first. All the way coming into second. He's going to stand up at second with a double. And they take the lead now 4-0 here in the top of the second inning. That was a nice hit to left field. So Jalen Walker, the center fielder, senior, coming to the plate. Reed has thrown 24 pitches here in the second inning. So he's looking in the sign to William Bryant as catcher. Southpaw throws in, ball gets away. And he's going to move to third. So they're going to count that a wild pitch. Here's the pitch. Base hit into the left field gap. Oh, but what a great snag there by Riles, and is able to bring it in and catch it, ran it down, and that's the end of the top of the second inning, where the Lutheran South Pioneers take the lead 4-0. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network for the bottom of the second inning.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
So we're coming to the bottom of the second inning. Lutheran South Pioneers take the lead, scoring 4 runs in the top of the second inning with a bases clearing double by Bryce Haddock in the right field corner. And then a base hit into left field by Gilbert. So it's 4-0. And the St. Thomas Eagles are coming to the plate. Shade is still in between between home plate and the pitcher at the moment. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon at the Father Wilson Field for this Father Wilson tournament here this weekend. We'll have action here all weekend long, tomorrow as well. Join us here on Legacy Sports Network.
Second inning, left fielder number 22, Jackson Riles.
So Jackson Riles coming to the plate, the left fielder, senior, right-handed batter. Here comes the first pitch, the right-hander's pitch, and it fouls off to the right side. So 0-1. So strike 2. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Here comes the pitch. Outside. Ball. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Behind him. He didn't even move. So it's 2-2. Jackson Rouse, the left fielder, senior, right-handed batter. St. Thomas Eagles wearing all white with beautiful red numbers. He's got high socks on here today for Riles. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Center fielder number 2, Jay Marcantel.
So the center fielder, Jay Marcantel, coming to the plate. He's a speedster on this team. Batting 5th. Looking in for the pitch. Here it comes. Outside. Ball 1. Low. 2-0. Jay Marcantel puts his right foot all the way to the back of the batter's box. Here's the pitch coming in. High. 3-0. In Jay's favor here at the moment. 3-0 pitch. Outside. Ball 4. So Marcantel walks down to first base. Got their first runner here.
Third baseman number 17, Trip Marin.
So the third baseman, Trip Marin, the freshman on this team, coming to the plate. He's a left-handed batter. Here's the first pitch. Hits a grounder to second. Picks it up, throws it short for 1 to second. Safe. So 1 out.
Catcher number 26, Will Bryant.
So coming to the plate is the catcher, William Bryant. 2 outs. Marion at first. Outside. 1-0. William Bryant, senior catcher. He's close to the plate. Here's the second pitch. Say low. 2-0. So Marion at first. 2 outs. 2-0 count. Bryant waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. Fouls it off. So 2-1. Lutheran South Pioneers take a 4-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. On 3 hits, the Eagles for St. Thomas, no runs, 1 hit. Bryant ready to go. 2-1 count coming. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 4. So runners at first and second. 2 outs.
Number 14, Patrick Fowler.
Coming to the plate, Patrick Fowler. And they're going to have a pinch runner here for Bryant.
Courtesy runner number 7, Travis Wright.
So Travis Wright coming into the game to run for Bryant. So 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Patrick Fowler at the plate. Right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Strike. So 0-1. Looking in for the sign. He's got his foot all the way to the side on the rubber. Runners on first and second. Looks to second. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. 0-2 to Fowler. Fowler can just get a little bit of a base hit here and bring the runner from second base in to bring the score a little bit closer. Right here's the pitch. Outside. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking in for the sign to his catcher, Victorian. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off into the parking lot. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that ends the bottom of the second inning where the St. Thomas Eagles leave 2 runners on. End of 2. The Lutheran South Pioneers 4. St. Thomas Eagles 0. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
DeRoche Partners LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Okay, coming back here in the top of the 3rd inning, where the score is the Lutheran South Pioneers 4, the St. Thomas Eagles 0. Coming to plate is going to be the first baseman, Troy Gonzalez. Troy is 0 for 1 here in the game here so far today.
15, Troy Gonzalez.
He grounded out his last at bat. Reed looking in. Here's his pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Reed has retired 6 batters, 4 of them on groundouts here in the first and second inning. So Reed, here comes his 1-0 pitch. Ooh, they say that was a little too far inside. 2-0. So Gonzalez, right-handed batter, junior, first baseman. Here comes the pitch by Reed. Outside, 3-0. Reed in the second inning threw a ton of pitches. Here he comes, pitch number 4 in the 3rd inning, and he walks him. So that's his 3rd walk of the game here today, Reed has done. So coming to the plate is the catcher, Landon Victorian. pitching coach going to come out and have a little conversation again with Reed. Reed is struggling here at the moment. 2 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, no strikeouts for Reed here in the game so far today. And well, looks like we're going to have a substitution, so we're going to take a break. 4-0, Lutheran South Pioneers with the lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. We're going to be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
All right, we're coming out. Reed Houston is the new pitcher here for the St. Thomas Eagles, a right-handed pitcher coming in to start here in the top of the 3rd inning. Here's his first pitch, strike. So the catcher, Landon Victorian, at the plate. He's 0 for 1 here in the game. He flew out. Reed Houston looking over to first. Throws over to first. Gonzalez is back easily. Landon Victorian, the junior catcher. Landon Victorian, the catcher. He's a junior, right-handed batter with his right foot all the way to the back of the box. Here's the pitch by Houston. Low and outside. And Gonzalez, boy, he took a pretty healthy lead there down first base, but got himself back quickly before Bryant could throw it down to first base. So 1-1 count. Houston looking to first. Here's his pitch. High. Snap throw to first. He's in there. So 2-1. The Lutheran South Pioneers scored 4 in the top of the 2nd on a bases clearing hit by Bryce Haddock into the right field corner. Misplayed by the right fielder Villeon. There's the pitch, fouled off. So it brings the count to 2-2. Gonzalez at first. Shade is almost to the rubber now for Houston. So the home plate all the way to almost the rubber at the pitching mound. Here's Houston's 2-2 pitch. Low and goes all the way to the backstop. And Gonzalez is going to move himself all the way up. So he moves to second. Here comes the pitch. Walks him. So Houston comes in for the first batter of the game. Walks his first batter.
Number 9, Wyatt Powell.
So Wyatt Powell coming to the plate. The first baseman. Runners now on first and second. The catcher at first. The first baseman, Troy Gonzalez, at second. Wyatt Powell coming to the plate. A right-handed batter, senior. No outs. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch by Houston. Fouled off. So 0-1. Houston stepping on the rubber. Looking in for the sign. He's set. Looks back to second. Here's his pitch. It's a good curveball, but misses. So 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runners on first and second. Houston in the windup and the set and the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's a nice curveball there by Houston. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Get himself a double play here would definitely help them out, being down 4-0 here in the top of the third. Houston looking in. Wyatt Powell ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Houston gets the first out there in the inning. So still runners on first and second.
23, Richard Jones Jr.
So Richard Jones Jr. coming to the plate. The sophomore. (4-0). Lutheran South Pioneers with the lead here in the top of the third. They have 3 hits on the game. The Eagles only 1. Here's Houston's pitch. Low and gets away from the catcher. So pass ball. So now runners on second and third. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Wyatt Powell at third. Landon Victorian at second. Here's a pitch. Way outside. Good stop there by Bryant. Let that ball almost go all the way to the backstop. He snagged it with the backhand of his glove. He's a right-handed catcher, so he got his left hand across all the way and was able to snag it off the ground. So 3-0 count. Richard Jones looking in, and the ball gets down and gets away. They're going to try to score, and they all do. And that's Gonzalez coming all the way to the plate.
Third baseman, number 14, Bryce Sims.
So that puts them 5-0. So now we got runners on the corners, first and third. Coming to the plate is Bryce Sims, the second baseman, senior. You got Richard Jones Jr. at first. At third, you got Wyatt Powell, and tried to bunt and missed the bunt. Pitch was way outside, but he went for it. So 0-1, 5-0. Lutheran South Pioneers add one more run here in the top of the third inning. So the sun has now made the pitching mound in the shade. Here's the pitch. Hit the third baseman. Gets it. Throws to second for one. To first. Did he get two? Got a double play. And they get themselves out of the inning. And that's the end of the game, into the top of the third inning, where the Lutheran South Pioneers add one more run to the board. It's 5-0. Stay with us here on the Legacy Sports Network for the bottom of the third inning, coming up right after this.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Right fielder, number 8.
All right, welcome back here to the Father Wilson Field. St. Thomas at the plate. Tyler Vallone, swing and a miss. So the Lutheran South Pioneers add one more run there in the top of the third inning. 5-0. Here's the pitch. It's curveball high. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-1. Nice stop there by the catcher. Here's the pitch coming in quickly. Fouled off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Troy Gonzalez, the catcher there. That was a nice stop there by Troy Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, Tyler, he did not look very good on that swing. Got fooled. That's the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the third. So back to the top of the order, Braxton Mandela coming to the plate.
Second baseman, number 11.
He's a second baseman,
Braxton Mandela.
left-hander. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out in early on. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. So 0-1. Nice crowd here today at the Father Wilson Field. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low. So 1-1. Mandela ready for the pitch. Here it comes. High. Very close. High in, but did not hit him. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on base. Outside, 3-1. Mandela ahead of the count here. See if he can get himself on base, cause some havoc on the base pass. Here's a 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. So 3-2. Left-hander Mandela in the box. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Inside, and ball 4. So Mandela goes to first. That brings shortstop Chris Fuentes, the number 2 hitter, the senior, coming to the plate.
Shortstop, number 3, Chris Fuentes.
Chris Fuentes has a base hit here early on in the game. He's the only hit for the Eagles here today. So man on first. 5-0. Lutheran South Pioneers with the lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Fuentes comes out of the box, resets himself, puts his right foot almost all the way to the back of the line. He's ready to go. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low and outside. 1-1. Mandela at first. Gives himself about a 7-foot lead. Fuentes ready. Here's the pitch. High. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mandela still with a 7-foot lead. They throw over. I thought that might be happening. That was a pretty good sized lead Mandela was taking over there at first base. But he got back in, dove in, head first. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Fuentes coming back into the box. Mandela still with a 7-foot lead. He's got his left arm down, right arm down. Looks like he might take off running. He doesn't. High. 3 balls, 1 strike to Fuentes. He's ahead of the count. Get some runners on base. Got the first baseman Henry Beck coming up. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Mandela at first. There's a set and the pitch, and he's taking off running. Hits it to right field, high in the air. Still running. Goes over his head. Mandela, he's at third. Fuentes is right on his tail. Fuentes is coming around. Fuentes is going to stop at third. And the ball gets away. There's nobody at home plate. Fuentes comes all the way in, and he scores! Nice heads-up play there by Fuentes. Fuentes goes all the way from, the ball got away, and he went from third to home. Nobody was covering home, and he scores. And that makes it 5-2. Just like that, Fuentes hit a ball to right field. Haddock was struggling with the ball in right field. Sun was in his eyes. You could see he was struggling. Ball went over his head, went all the way to the wall, and Fuentes has got some speed. He was right on Mandela. When they got to second base, when Fuentes got to second base, Mandela was in between second and third because he didn't know if the ball was going to be caught, and took off running, was right behind Mandela. He had to stop hard at third, but the ball got away, and Fuentes was able to come all the way in and score to make the game now 5-2. We're going to have a pitching change here in the bottom of the third inning. With that, we're going to take a break. 5-2. You're listening to St. Thomas Eagle Baseball here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
This'll be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly.
Bingo!
Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
All right, we're coming back here at the Father Wilson Field where the South Thomas Eagles have put 2 runs on the board here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, 5-2. Coming to the plate, first baseman Henry Beck, new pitcher Will Simmons. First pitch is a strike. Nice pitch. He's looking in. Henry Beck, the first baseman, senior, right-handed batter. Hits a shot straight to center field. Walker is right there and catches it. So it brings 2 down.
Left fielder number 22, Jackson Riles.
Jackson Riles coming to the plate. The left fielder, senior. So nobody on base. 2 runs scored here in the bottom of the 3rd by Fuentes on a triple and an error. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. That was a big cut there by Jackson Riles. Here's Simmons, 0-1 pitch, outside. 1-1. The sun now has the shade almost all in the inside of the infield up to the dirt. Here's this 1-1 pitch. Nice curveball. Wow, that was a nice pitch. Strike. 1-2. So 1-2 pitch coming, 2 outs, 2 Riles. Here's the pitch. High, outside. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild happening here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Wow, that was a nice curveball, but it's outside. Wow, that looked close. But that's a good-looking curveball by Simmons. Simmons trying to paint the corners, but missed it on the outside there. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 Riles. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that ends the bottom of the 3rd. But 2 runs have scored here for the St. Thomas Catholic Eagles on Chris Fuentes hit to right field. Lutheran South Pioneers 5, South Thomas Eagles 2. We'll be back right after this.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
paid off.
All right, coming back to the top of the fourth inning with the Lutheran South Pioneers with the lead 5-2. Coming to the plate is Bryce Haddock, the right fielder. He's 1 for 1 with 3 RBIs. He hits a check swing to right field, but it's going to be caught in foul territory there by Vallone, and that's the first out. So 1 down, 1 pitch.
Shortstop, number 1.
Reed Houston threw 16 pitches there in the last inning. So back to the top of the order, Marcus Cantu coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1, got hit in the first inning. Got hit in the head. Reed Houston, right-handed pitcher. Cantu is left-handed batter. Pitches outside, ball 1. Cantu is a senior on this team. He can change things. Get on base, he can cause havoc. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. 1-1. A little bit of a wind. Flags in right fielder starting to fly just a little bit. Moving around. Still a beautiful evening here in Houston. 81 degrees. So 1-1. Here's the pitch by Houston, the right-hander pitch. Curveball's way outside. So 2-1. Cantu steps back in. This guy's left foot all the way back to the back of the batter's box. 2-1 pitch coming by Houston. Another curveball way outside. 3-1. To Cantu, ready to go. Top of the fourth. 5-2, Lutheran South Pioneers with the lead. 3-1 pitch outside. Ball 4. Again,
outfielder number 2
walks himself down to first base. So that's a third walk by Houston here in this game. He's thrown 22 pitches. He's thrown now for 1 1/3 inning with 1 strikeout, 3 walks. Coming to the plate now, Bryson Gilbert, the left fielder. Bryson Gilbert today 1 for 2, ground out and a double, and an RBI. So Cantu is at first. He can cause havoc. He can run. Got to watch out for him. Doesn't take a very big lead. He's only got about 5-foot lead. Here's a pitch way down low. Good stop there by Bryant. So 1-0. Reed Houston looking to first. Looking at Cantu. Cantu's taking a bigger lead. Hit down the right between the gap between third and shortstop, and base hit. So now we got runners on first and second with 1 out. Nice hit there by Bryson Gilbert in between the hole between third and shortstop, between Marion and Fuentes. Now coming to the plate, center fielder Jalen Walker, the senior. He's going to put his right foot on the line. Reed Houston is a right-handed batter. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Pitch hits him. So now we're going to have the bases loaded for Troy Gonzalez.
Number 15, Troy Gonzalez.
Troy Gonzalez coming to the plate. Got an opportunity to blow this game open, leading 5-2 with 1 out, or Reed Houston can get Gonzalez to hit a grounder to Fuentes or Mandela to be able to turn 2. So this is a big inning here for the Eagles. Bases loaded. Jalen Walker at first, Bryson Gilbert at second, Cantu at third. Here's the pitch by Reed Houston. Base hit right up the middle. They're going to slide. Wow, what a catch by Marcantel. He catches it, throws it all the way in. They're going to have a chance to get Cantu and does not. But wow, what a great sliding catch there by Marcantel in center field. That could have been a big time. That could have been a bases clearing
Catcher number 50, Landon Victorian.
If he didn't catch that ball, instead he only makes it one run, and the runners had to stay at second and first, so 2 outs. 6-2, but boy, that was a huge catch there by Jay Marcantel in center field. Here's the pitch to Landon Victorian. It's a strike. Boy, that was a great catch. That was a low line drive. Jay Marcantel was able to dive out to the left side and be able to catch it as a right-handed player with his glove on the left hand, and was able to make it only 1 run scored. Here's a 0-1 pitch. Low. 1-1. 1-1. 2 outs. Gilbert at second. Walker at first for the Pioneers. Reed Houston looking in. He's going to throw his 13th pitch of the inning here. Fuentes playing around there at second base like he was coming back to go. Hits it into the right field gap. Ball's high in the air. It's got distance. It's going to go all the way to the wall and bounce. Marcantel's going to pick it up. Throws it all the way in. And that's going to clear the bases. And 2 more runs score, and that makes it now 8-2 with a double there by Landon Victorian into the right center field gap all the way to the 360 marker. So Wyatt Powell coming to the plate. Two outs, man at second. Here's the pitch. Low. So we've added a few runs here in the top of the 4th inning. 3 runs by the Pioneers. Here comes the pitch by Houston. Oh, they call it a strike. He's going to go down to third. They got a chance to get him. No, don't. The ball gets away. He's going to come all the way around and score. So that adds more runs to the lead here. (9-2) now. 4 runs they have scored here in the top of the 4th. Nobody on base. Strike. 1-2 now to Powell. So wild pitch there. Went to third. Throw from Bryant down to Marion, but it was a bad throw, got away, and they were able to score. Ball's outside. 2-2. Deuces wild. 9-2. Pioneers have broken this game open here in the 3rd inning. Houston looking in. It's going to be his 18th pitch of the inning. Here's the pitch. Low. 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on base. Here's the pitch by Houston. Hit right to Fuentes. Fuentes got it. Throwing to first. Throws it down low and Beck gets it. And that's the end of the top of the 4th inning, where the Pioneers add 4 more runs to the scoreboard. And it is now the Pioneers 9, the Eagles 2. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
So here we are, bottom of the fourth inning. Jay Marcantel, the center fielder, he's at the plate. Pitch by Simmons is low, 1-0. 9-2. 4 runs scored by the Pioneers in the top of the fourth inning. Here's a pitch by Simmons. Inside, 2-0 to Marcantel. What a great catch there by Marcantel there in the top of the fourth. Able to save runs on a dive there in center field. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0. Well, if you're following us today on the live stream, there are stats down below. Today's the first time we've had this opportunity to use it. It's been a little bit of a learning curve, trying to figure out where things go. Been using this for the basketball season. First time today using it for baseball season. A little bit different. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Marcantel. Outside, ball 4, and Marcantel goes to first base. That brings up Trip Marion, the freshman, third baseman, coming to the plate. I hope you're enjoying the live stats, though, down below. It's a fun little way to be able to follow along as you're listening to the game. So Trip Marion, a left-handed batter, he's at the plate. Simmons is a left-handed pitcher. Marcantel at first. Here's the pitch. High. So he's thrown 5 consecutive balls here. So Marcantel, he takes a good size lead, about an 8-foot lead there on first base. Here's a pitch outside. That's 2-0. That's his 6th ball in a row he has thrown here in the bottom of the fourth inning with the Pioneers leading 9-2. All he's got to do is throw the ball over the plate, make some contact, let his defenders help him out. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Oh, they call that a strike. That looked outside. But he breaks his streak of 6 balls. So 2-1. Marcantel at first. Marion, the left-handed batter, waiting for the pitch. Strike 2 on the outside. So 2-2. Trip Marion today, 0 for 1. He grounded out. Here's the 2-2 pitch coming by Simmons, the left-hander. To the left-hander, Trip Marion. Hits it to the left side. Left fielder's got an opportunity to get it. He can't get it. It gets by Gilbert. Marcantel's around second. Coming into third. He's going to stop at third, and we're going to get a double out of that play.
Catcher number 26, Will Bryant.
So we got runners on second and third. Marion at second, Marcantel at third. Coming to the plate now is William Bryant. The catcher. He was walked earlier in the game here today. No outs. Men at second and third. Gilbert not able to field that ball there in left field for the Pioneers. Outside, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Simmons in a little bit of trouble here. Bottom of the fourth, 9-2. Here's a pitch, hits it. Pop up. Second baseman's running out for it. It's kind of in no man's land. The right fielder, Haydock, able to get it. Marcantel, it cannot make it back. Wow, that was a great play there by... That was a great play there by Haddock, able to get the ball in quickly. and held Marcantel, who's a speedster, though, at third base. Ball just wasn't hit far enough. Almost looked like it was going to drop into no man's land there between the second baseman, the right fielder, and the center fielder. But Haddock was able to get it. Here's Patrick Fowler at the plate, right-handed batter. 1 out. Man at second and third. Simmons, left-handed pitcher. Here's his pitch. Wow, they call that a ball. So 1-0. Patrick Fowler today 0 for 1. He struck out his first at bat of the game. Opportunity to clear the bases here if he can get a base hit. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. So 1-1. 1 out. Freshman Marion at second. Senior Marcantel at third. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, that was a nice curveball for a strike. So 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Here's the set. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-2. Fowler steps out, steps back in. He's got his right foot a foot inside the back of the batter's box. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Hits it to left center field. They're running after it. They got a chance. What a great catch by Walker. All the runners tag up, and Mercantile scores.
Right fielder, number 8, Tyler Van.
So nice catch there by Walker in center field. So here is Tyler Villone at the plate. That's a strike. So at third base is Trip Marion. 9-3. Add one more run to the scoreboard here for the Eagles in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the 0-1 pitch outside. 1-1. That was a great run there by Walker in left center field. It's 365 to deep left center. He caught that ball about 350. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He was fooled on that pitch. So Simmons is ahead of the count. 1-2. 2 outs. Runner on third. 9-4 Pioneers lead the Eagles here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Inside. So 2-2. Deuce is wild. Runner on third. Vallone, the right fielder, ready for the pitch. Outside. 3-2. Works the count to his favor here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. 9-3 Pioneers leading. Simmons in set. Here's a pitch. Outside. And walks him. So Vallone goes to first, turns the batting order over. Braxton Mandela coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk here today.
Second baseman, number 11, Braxton.
So I got runners on the corners, 2 outs. Braxton Mandela, the senior, coming to the plate, right-handed batter. Simmons getting the pitch. Here he comes. Pitches outside. He's been missing here all of a sudden. He's thrown 23 pitches this inning already. Here comes the 1-0 count. High. 2-0. Simmons is struggling here at the moment. He's given up 1 run. He's off the rubber, trying to get himself set. 2-0 to Mandela. He's got his foot in the rubber. Here's the pitch. Strike, and Vallone goes to second base with a steal. So it's 2-1. Vallone now has thrown 25 pitches this inning. 2-1. Runners at second and third. 2 outs. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Hit into the hole, over the shortstop. That's going to clear the bases. 2 runners score, and Mandela goes all the way to second base and brings in 2 more runs to make it 9-5. Nice base hit there by Mandela right over Cantu's head there at short. He wasn't able to get it. Went all the way into the outfield, and that clears the bases. Marion and Vallone both score there. So now the pitching coach is coming out to have a conversation with Simmons, who's thrown 26 pitches this inning. Can't see if they're going to make a pitching change yet or not. They haven't shown anything that they were considering it. Well, with this, we're going to take a quick timeout. 9-5. Pioneers leading the Eagles here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back right after this. So they're going to leave the pitcher in. So Chris Fuentes coming into to bat. 9-5. Put 3 runs on the board here. Runner on second base, Mandela. Simmons staying in the game with 26 pitches here in this inning. Here's the southpaw's pitch to Fuentes. Ball gets away. So Mandela moves to third. So now we got Mandela at third, 9-5. Fuentes can just get a little bit of a base hit. He's 2 for 2 today. With an RBI, he's had a single and a triple. Here's the 1-0 count pitch coming to Fuentes. He checks his swing, ball bounces. It's going to be 2-0. Simmons has had a long inning here in the bottom of the 4th. 9-5. The Eagles have put 3 runs on the board here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3-0. The Eagles have scored 2 runs here with 2 outs. Here's a 3-0 pitch coming from Simmons. Right down the middle. Fuentes let that pitch go right by him. So 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Mandela at third. Pioneers lead 9-5. 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4, and Fuentes goes to first. We got now runners on the corners. And Simmons has now thrown 31 pitches in this inning.
First baseman, number 13, Henry Beck.
So Henry Beck, the first baseman, coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Runners on the corners. Fuentes at first. Mandela at third. Here's a pitch by Simmons. Outside. His curveball keeps going way on the outside there on the left side. Simmons is struggling here in this bottom of the 4th. 9-5. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Beck. Low and inside. 2-0. It's going to be pitch number 34 in the fourth inning here for Simmons. He's in the set. Beck is ready. Here comes a pitch. High, 3-0. Beck. Count is in his favor at 3-0. Pioneers 9. St. Thomas Eagles 5. Here comes a 3-0 pitch by Simmons. Right down the middle for a strike. Beck just let that one go. Makes sense since he's been struggling here in this game for Simmons. Simmons, 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. It's outside. He walks Beck. So we have the bases loaded for the cleanup hitter, Jackson Riles, the senior right-handed batter coming to the plate. Are they going to make a pitching change? The catcher's walking out to talk to Simmons. This is Powell that's out there having a conversation with him. Give him a little pep talk like, hey, come on, we can make this happen. He's done 2 walks in a row here at the moment. Powell looking to the dugout to see if they were going to bring a pitching coach out to make a pitching change, but we're not. So Jackson Riles coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts in the game here for Jackson Riles, but he's got the bases loaded. 9-5 Pioneers leading the Eagles. Base hit, he could make this a 1-run game. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Riles is trying to tie the game with that pitch right there. The shade is all in the infield now. Here comes the 0-1 pitch by Simmons to Riles. Fouls it off to the right side. So Simmons, for the first time in a while, is actually ahead of the count. 0-2 on Riles. No balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch by Simmons, a left-handed pitch. And he bounces a squibber down the right side. Simmons gets it, flips it to first, and gets himself out of the inning. Woo, that was a tough inning for him. So the end of the bottom of the 4th ends with 3 runs scored by the Eagles. The Pioneers lead 9-5. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
Welcome back here to Father Wilson Field for the Father Wilson Tournament. Pioneers lead 9-5, top of the 5th inning. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. Coming to the plate is Richards Jones Jr., the 3rd baseman. Reed Houston still in the game. Richards Jones Jr., a sophomore. He's had 2 walks in the game. Here's a hit down to Fuentes. Fuentes gets it, throws to first. What a great throw there by Fuentes. That's the first out of the inning.
Bryce Sims.
So Bryce Sims coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He grounded into a double play earlier on his last at bat, but also had a single in the game. Reed Houston right-hander. Here's the pitch. High to the first pitch to Bryce Simmons, a right-handed batter. Reed Houston, 2 1/3 innings so far, 2 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Here's a pitch outside, 2-0. Eagles able to bring back 3 runs there in the bottom of the 4th inning to make it 9-5. Houston ready for the 2-0 pitch, 1 out. Hit to left field. Riles on his horse. It's going to go over to the wall. Bounces. He's coming all the way into second base, slides in and gets into second base for a double. Nice hit there by Simmons to left field. Riles couldn't get it. Bounced off the wall. Down there about 315 feet. Riles got it back in, and Sims dove into second base. So here's Bryce Haddock at the plate. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a double and a fly out. 1 out. Sims at second. Bryce Sims. Reed Houston, here's a stretch in the pitch. Fouls it off to the left side. So Reed Houston, 3 of his 5 outs here coming in relief have been on ground balls. 1 out, 0-1 pitch coming here to Haddock. Right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. He thought about swinging. They're going to call it a ball. 1-1. Fuentes running back there behind second base there by Sims. Mandela is pretty close to second base as well, the second baseman. Fuentes standing right behind Sims. He's all the way at second base. Now he jumps back. Sims runs back. Here's a 1-1 pitch by Reed. Hit to left field. Riles has an opportunity. He gets it. Well, he misplayed it, but caught it in the air. Kind of fell down as he caught it. And that brings us 2 outs. Keeps Sims at second base. Riles struggled with that ball there in left field. So 2 outs. Sims still at second. We're back to the top of the order. Marcus Cantu at the plate. He's been hit by a pitch, grounded out, and walked. He's a left-handed batter. Reed Houston, a right-handed pitcher. Here's his first pitch. Low in the dirt. 2 outs. Sims at second. Pioneers lead 9-5 here. They have scored 3 runs, the Pioneers have, with 2 outs. They have an opportunity to keep adding to that right here with Sims at second base. Here's a 1-0 pitch coming by Reed. Strike. 1-1. Beautiful evening here in Friday Night Baseball, 5:52 local time here in Houston. 80 degrees outside, no wind. 1-1 pitch coming by Houston. Outside. So Cantu, it's already been walked once today. He's got a good eye at the plate. Cantu has scored a run here in this game as well. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, man on second. Here comes the pitch. Hits it off to the left side. Looks like it's going to go out of play. And it does. So it makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild with a runner on second base as well. Houston, it's going to be his 12th pitch of the inning. He's pitched now 2 2/3, giving up 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Here's a pitch. Down low. Cantu with a good eye. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cantu trying to get on base so he can let Bryson Gilbert come to the plate. He's already got 2 hits on the night. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Cantu, a left-handed batter, waiting for the pitch from Houston. Here it comes. In the dirt, and he walks. Ball got away there from Bryant, but Sims was not able to go to third. So that brings in Bryson Gilbert coming to the plate. He's 2 for 3 for today's game. A double and a single. Both of his hits have gone to left field. He's got an RBI in this game as well. So, 9. Lutheran South Pioneers 9. South Thomas Eagles 5. Reed Houston, a little bit of trouble here. 2 men on, 2 outs. Bryson Gilbert at the plate. Fouls it off to the left side. Bryson Gilbert, senior, left fielder, right-handed batter. Got a shin guard on his left foot, wearing green shoes. Neon green. Their uniforms are green jerseys, white pants. He's waiting for the pitch from Houston. This is going to be the 15th pitch of the inning for Houston. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low. 1-1. So I got runners on second. Sims at first, Cantu. We got speed. Gilbert gets one in the gaps. He could clear the bases, leading 9-5. Here's Houston's 16th pitch of the inning. On a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss by Gilbert. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Houston trying to get himself out of this inning. He's looking into Bryant, looking for the pitch that he wants. Here it is. Hit into the gap between third and short. Here comes Sims. Riles trying to throw all the way home. Sims is going to get in, and the ball gets away.
Outfielder number 5, Jalen Walker.
So, base hit. And Gilbert goes to second. So now that makes it score 10-5. Pioneers with the lead. They've now scored 4 times with 2 outs in the inning. Here's Jalen Walker to the plate, 0 for 2 in the game. Here's the pitch by Houston. Behind him, ball gets all the way to the backstop. And it throws home, and Cantu scores. And here comes Gilbert. He's going to score. They all score. That cleared the bases on that wild pitch.
Number 15, Troy Gonzalez.
And now that makes the score 12-5. The Pioneers with the lead. Walker still at the plate. They had 3 more runs here in the top of the 5th. They now have scored 4 runs with 2 outs, the Pioneers have in this game. And here comes the head coach for the Pioneers, for the Eagles, coming out, having a conversation. This is Adam Mazziotti having a little conversation with the umpire. Runners scored from third and second on this. Cantu scored from third. Gilbert came all the way from second to home because they tried to get Cantu at the plate. Ball went over the pitcher's head all the way to second base. Gilbert was already at third, was able to take off from third and score. And that makes it now 12-5. Pioneers with the lead over the Eagles. 2 outs, 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Walker. 1-1. Here comes Houston's 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Walker. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Houston has thrown 20 pitches this inning. 1-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners on base. 12-5 Pioneers with the lead, scoring 3 runs here. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher, but he gets him and throws to first, and that's the end of the top of the 5th inning. 3 runs scored by the Pioneers. They take the lead now 12-5. You're listening to the Legacy Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
You know, to mentor a child, you don't have to be the most talented person in the world. To prove that point, we're here with 3 real-life mentors who are going to sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Thanks, guys. That was awful. As you can see, you don't have to be perfect to mentor a child. You just have to be yourself, which, by the way, is pretty good.
Excuse me, we don't think we nailed it that time. Can we try it again?
Not a chance. Do good. Mentor a child. Call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR. 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
All right, bottom of the 5th inning coming here with the Lutheran South Pioneers with the lead 12-5. Will Simmons still staying in the game. He's thrown 47 pitches here so far. He's pitched now for 1 2/3, given up 2 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout. 3 of his 4 outs have been by fly balls. So coming to the plate is going to be the center fielder, Jay Marcantella. He's had 2 walks in this game here so far.
Center fielder number 2, Jay Marcantel.
So Jay Marcantel coming to the plate. Strike. So 0-1. Here's a pitch by Simmons. Outside. 1-1. Thanks for joining us here this evening for St. Thomas Eagle baseball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes a pitch to from Simmons to Marcantel outside. 2-1. Marcantel here tonight. He scored a run, walked twice. Here's a 2-1 pitch coming by Simmons. Strike. 2-2. Simmons has now thrown 51 pitches in this game. He's only pitched 1 2/3 of an inning. Here comes the 2-2 pitch by Simmons. Grounder to short. Picked up by Junior. Over to first. Nice throw there by Junior. So that's 1 out. That picks up the freshman Trip Marion.
Third baseman.
Trip Marion 1 for 2 here tonight. Grounded out and has a double in the game. He has scored a run. He's a left-handed batter. Simmons a left-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch. Curveball is a strike. Marion's got a little bit of an open stance here as he's standing there. Kid is a freshman. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Simmons. Swing and a miss. Boy, he got fooled on that one. So 0-2. Simmons ahead on the count here on Marion. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no runners on. Here comes the pitch. Right up the middle, base hit. Nice hit there by Marion. And he goes to first base. That brings up the catcher, William Bryant.
Catcher number 26, Will Bryant.
Will Bryant today 0 for 1. He's got a walk and a fly out. He's a right-handed batter. He's a senior. He's ready for the pitch. Here comes the pitch by Simmons. High ball. So 1-0. Pioneers lead 12-5 here. Bottom of the 5th inning. Simmons thrown to first. Just making sure Tripp stays close by. Tripp didn't have much of a lead there. Let's see how much of a lead he's going to take now. He's got about a 7-foot lead. Here's a pitch by Simmons. Nice curveball for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Here's a set. Bryant is ready for it, the right-handed batter. Here comes a pitch. Curveball. Strike 2. That's a beautiful curveball there by Simmons. Simmons, 58 pitches he's thrown in the game. 11 in this inning already. Marion at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. William Bryant, a right-handed batter. Simmons, a left-handed pitcher. Here comes the pitch. Right up the middle. Base hit. Marion's just going to go to second. So we got runners. At first and second. 1 out. That brings up Patrick
Number
Fowler.
14, Patrick Fowler.
The senior. Patrick Fowler tonight 0 for 2. Struck out and flied out. Has an opportunity to put some runs on the board. Down by 7. 12-5. 1 out. Simmons still in the game. Simmons has given up 4 hits, 4 walks. Here's the southpaw. He stops. He's going to look back to second at Marion there. So Fowler, right-handed batter. Got his right foot at the back. A little bit of an open stance, not by much. Got his bat pretty much near his shoulder. Here's a pitch. Way outside that curveball. 1-0. Simmons' curveball, I keep seeing it just not breaking far enough. Keeps going far out on the left side. Simmons is a southpaw as well. So 1-0 pitch. Right down the middle, fouled. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Runners at first and second. William Bryant at first. Tripp Marion, the freshman, at second. Pioneers leading 12-5. Simmons getting the call in from Powell. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Curveball, high. 2-1. Fowler, 0 for 2 here tonight. Strikeout and flyout. There comes the 2-1 pitch. Right up the middle. Base hit. Marion's going to only have to stop at third. And the bases are loaded for Tyler Villone. And that's going to be probably the it for Simmons. Well, with that, we're going to take a break here with this pitching change. With the score, the Pioneers 12, the Eagles 5, with a pitching change here coming in the bottom of the 5th inning with 1 out. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Right fielder, number 8, Tyler Vayon.
Pitching change, Bryce Simmons coming into the game now to pitch. He's a right-handed pitcher. Bases loaded. Coming to the plate for the Eagles is Tyler Vallone. 0 for 1, strikeout and a walk. 12-5, Pioneers with the lead. Here's the first pitch. Low. Only one out here at the moment here in the bottom of the 5th. Tyler could get a base hit. He could clear the bases and add 3 more runs. Lights are starting to come into effect here at 6:11 here in Houston. They throw it to the right to first base. Ball gets away, and we're going to score. Wow. So they threw to first base, and it was a bad throw. Everybody moves up. And that puts the score now 12-6. Here's a pitch, it's a ball. So it's 2-0. Runners at second and third. Vallone still at the plate. 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's a pitch by Sims. Strike. 2-2. Vallone in the right-handed batter. It's a senior, waiting for the pitch by Sims. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Full count, 3-2, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Fowler at second, Bryan at third. Vallone at the plate, 3-2 count, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. Ball gets away. And they're going to move up the bases as well. And the ball was a ball that got by.
Second baseman, number 11, Braxton Mandela.
So it puts it now 12-7. We go to the top of the order. Braxton Mandela coming to the plate. Runners now on the corners, first and third. Vallone at first, Fowler at third. Braxton Mandela today 1 for 2. He's got a double. He's a left-handed batter. Right-handed pitch. They throw a bunt, but he takes off and steals second. Ball gets away. And he's going to score from third. So Fowler scores. Vallone, who stole second on the try to throw him out, the ball got away. So he goes all the way to third. So that adds the score now 12-8. And the foul ball off to the left side. So now we got a runner at third base. Vallone at third. Braxton Mandela at the plate, 1 out. Pioneers 12, Eagles 8. Both teams have scored 3 runs here in the 5th inning. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Nice pitch. That was a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mandela, a left-handed batter. Sims, a right-handed pitcher. 1-2 pitch. Got him. Looking. Thought that was not going to be a strike, but it got the outside corner by Sims. And that brings up Chris Fuentes. He's 2 for 2 today. He's got a single and a triple and a walk. Vallone still at third. Fuentes a right-handed batter. Sims a right-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch. Hits him. So Fuentes goes to first. Got runners on the corners now with Henry Beck, the first baseman, coming to the plate. Beck is 0 for 2. So
baseman number 13, Henry
Fuentes at first, Vallone at third. 2 outs. Beck, a right-handed senior, first baseman, at the plate. Sims looking in. Fuentes has got speed at first. Here's a pitch. Outside. They tried to frame it, but it was way too far outside. 1-0. Runners on the corners. Here's the, oh, they did the fake the third to first, but nobody moved. One ball, no strikes, 2 Beck. Big right-hander. Senior, first baseman, waiting for the 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Hits it right up the middle. Walker is able to run it down, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs score, and that's the end of the 5th inning with the score. The Pioneers 12, the St. Catholic Eagles 8. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
DeRoche Partners LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Well, welcome back here to the Father Wilson Field, where that is the ball game here today, where the Lutheran South Pioneers win it 12-8 over the St. Thomas Eagles. The Lutheran South Pioneers were led by today Bryson Gilbert. He had 3 hits out of 4 at-bats with 2 RBIs. Landon Victorian also with 2 RBIs here today as well. Lutheran South Pioneers, they broke this game open in the second inning with a 4-0 run. But then they scored 1 more in the third, 4 more in the fourth, and 3 in the fifth. For the St. Thomas Catholic Eagles, the batter today was Chris Fuentes, 2 for 2 with 1 RBI on the game. Braxton Mandela, he had 2 RBIs today as well. Just not enough firepower here today for the St. Thomas Catholic Eagles, losing 12-8 here to the Lutheran South Pioneers. Join us for baseball here again tomorrow from Frank Wilson Field, where we will be playing tomorrow afternoon right here against the Mansfield Knights with the first pitch at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. Final score here tonight, the Lutheran South Pioneers 12, St. Thomas Catholic Eagles 8. We'll see you tomorrow for more action-packed baseball here from Frank Wilson Field. My name is Jeff Kemps. You've been listening to St. Thomas Catholic Baseball here on the Legacy Sports Network. Good night.